Hi everybody, thanks for stopping by. My name's FM18 and you're watching the Dafuge Challenge, episode 99 with Enfield Town FC. Well, the January transfer window is open. A familiar name has come back to us. You will see that in a minute, but first, let's recap what happened after we drew with Sunderland. We were away at Leeds, and they beat us 3-2. Ian Skinner had a brace of goals in the 12th and 85th minutes, but it wasn't enough as Liam Lindsay, Ahmed Almasser, and Russell Carr had goals for Leeds. This was a pretty close game. They beat us possession-wise. We had the same amount of clear-cut chances and twice as many half chances as them and half as many long shots. And it took me 3 tries to say that properly. But we just could not put it together. They broke the defense more than once. Hammond had a horrible game. Ward wasn't all that good between the sticks. Leeds is second in the league, and they showed it with that performance. Then we had back-to-back home games. First against Brentford, which we won 3-1. Rivero, Skinner, and Wilson with goals. George Hurst had a 79th minute goal for Brentford to break up the clean sheet. We were just, as bad as we were against Leeds, we were just that good against Brentford. 20 shots, 9 on target, 1 clear-cut chance, 4 half chances, 9 long shots, which is troubling, but they aren't as long as they have been. Callan Lentil, for whatever reason, thinks that because he can hit penalty kicks from 25 yards, he can hit any kick from 25 yards, and it's really starting to drive me up a wall. I'm training him out of that, but it's taking longer than I want it to. I was hoping it would take, a session. Instead, it's taking, a month's worth of sessions, if not more. But that's just me griping. It was a good win for us. Then, against Sheffield United, we shut them out 2-0. And Hank Kramer is back, and he had a brace of goals to celebrate his return in the 4th and 63rd minutes. We had 15 shots, 5 on target. Sheffield United just could not put anything together. They had 6 shots, 3 on target. No clear-cut chances to our 3. We had 5 long shots again. Callum Lentil with 2 of them. Just annoying. So Hank Kramer came across my scouting as being listed for about £500,000, which is about 40% of his value. I want to say when we first got him on loan last season, his value was well over £1 million. 3.5-star current, 5-star potential player. Had a really good season for us last year. 46 appearances, 19 goals, 11 assists, 2 players of the match. For whatever reason, Newcastle just decided to move on him. I don't know if they're stacked at the position. To be honest with you, I haven't looked. I probably should. But he comes in as a striker, can also play attacking mid, and some midfielder left. But he is back in the starting lineup. He and Al Jahani are going to be rotating in and out with Skinner. Comes in for £400,000, going up to £500,000 with some pretty achievable appearance fees and things like that. Newcastle wanted £600,000 for him straight up. I got him down to £500,000. After Kramer, next in was Arnaud Ndizi, who we got from KSA in the Cameroonian League on a free. Now, I saw him because he was on the Cameroonian national team with 3 appearances. And one of the things I do is you click on the team, then you click on the roster, and then you can list what clubs they're at. KSA is a fairly decent club. I was looking at their roster, and one of the things I have on my screen is when their contract is up. And he was playing on an expired contract. And I thought, an 18-year-old defensive right back with 3 appearances for the Cameroonian national team, how bad could he be? Especially on a free. And then he came in, and this is what I get. He's really good physically. His mentals are fabulous. I love the 17 bravery. The 16 decision-making is great. The determination is average, but You know, positioning and teamwork, they're okay. They can get better. Vision and work rate are nice. His leadership is nice. You know, his technicals, his free kick taking a 5 is the worst. Everything else is average. But you know what? He's 18 years old. He's 3-star current, 5-star potential ability. If I compare him to Phil Colwell, who is 3.5 stars at the moment, this kid is almost as good as Colwell, if not better in a couple areas. And he's 8 years younger. I got him on a free. What's not to like about that? Then Mirsad Jurisovic from Zrinjski Mostar in Croatia? No, Bosnia-Herzegovina. That's right. Defensive left back. Again, 16 under-21 caps, 7 senior caps, 2.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. Saw him crop up on the screen flow, checked him out, scouted him, liked what I saw. Is fully trained as a fullback, is pretty good as a wingback as well. Good physicals. The jumping reach of 5 is... I'd like it to be higher, but beggars can't be choosers. The natural fitness and strength are also a little bit on the low side, but he's 21. He can still improve those. Good mentals across the board. Nothing stands out, but nothing is too horrible either. Same thing with his technicals. The marking at 12 is nice. The tackling at 9, not so nice, but I can get that up. If I compare him to Tom Gardner, he's better than Gardner in almost every category. Gardner has him on the attacking and the vision. But, again, he's 4 years younger than Gardner. The reason I brought those guys in is because I'm trying to move Gardner and Colwell. I'm done with them. They have moments of brilliance, and their moments of brilliance are just too few and too far between. I've got a couple offers out there for them right now. I may lose money. Well, I'm not going to lose money in that. If I remember correctly, I got Colwell and Gardner in on freeze. You know what? We can check that out here real quick. Yeah, Gardner came in on a freeze, so any money I get from him is a bonus. I'm not going to get value for him, although Football Manager says he's worth £500,000. I don't think I'm going to get that. As a matter of fact, I know I'm not going to get that because I've accepted an offer for him, but he hasn't negotiated a contract with him yet. Phil Colwell, who was the source of a couple unsolicited offers last year in the £1 to £1.3 million range, I paid £135,000 for. You know, as long as I make twice that, I'm happy. And one of the reasons I'm willing to let Colwell go, in addition to letting Gardner go, is I do have some capable backups. Defo, who I wanted to step into the defensive right back position before Nadize got here, and we're going to compare those two here real quick. Stefan Defo, 20 years old. Arnaud Nadize, 19 years old. Nadize is better already. But Defo plays all 3 defensive back positions really well. He's going to be a great utility player. I don't know that I'm going to be able to keep Durante, so I can train Defo up as a center defender. Actually, what I'm doing right now, I was training him up as a defensive left back, but with the players I got in, I don't need to do that. Defo can play defensive center back. Hammond is actually a really good defensive right back, so he can switch over as well. The point is, I've got depth on my back line. Yeah, a couple of players aren't exactly up to speed. You know, Jurasovic is going to take a little while to get to where Gardner is in terms of ability. But between Durante, Hammond, Lentil, here's the defensive backs. Colwell and Gardner could both play defensive center back. Defo, I'm training as a defensive center back, so he should be 3 stars, no problem. Once I start training him up, Wendell can step in as a 2-star defensive center back. I'm okay with that. So today we are facing Dagenham and Redbridge. They are 16th in the Vanarama. They've made it to the 3rd round of the FA Cup. We are playing them in their place. And seeing as how lately, more often than not, we've been playing to our opponent's level, this game could really come back to bite us. So, I've got the best 11 set. I'm going to submit the team, and we will be back with the FA Cup third round game in just a sec. We are at Dagenham and Redbridge today, and they are playing a 4-4-1-1. McDonald in goal, Gerrard, Scally, Stone, and Wickham as the defensive back four, Johnson, Muldoon, Smith, and James as the midfield four, Barnard is the attacking midfielder behind Boswell, who is the lone striker up top. We are playing our 4-3-3 with Ward in goal, Drasovic, Durante, Hammond, and Nadize as the defensive back four, Diaz, Lentil, and Wendell as the midfield three, Kramer, Skinner, and Rivero up top as the strikers. Not the best weather. Oh, you mean it's raining? Jeez. On paper, anyways, we are definitely the better team, but I don't know, I'm worried about this game and I shouldn't be. Well, our 20-minute warning about our midfield being overrun. Nadize to Diaz, back to Nadize. Now back to Diaz, but Muldoon stepped in front of it. Boswell has it. Oh, Lentil took it away off the errant pass. Up to Rivero, who got behind the line. Cross it to Kramer, and off the side. Half hour, and we've had 4 shots. Drasovic with the throw-in to Diaz. Long pass. Kramer should be able to get there, and he does. Crosses it in. Skinner, and above the crossbar. Gerrard with a penalty kick to James. Bounces off the wall. Skinner runs it down. Long pass across the field, but James steps in front of it. Dagenham and Redbridge. Boswell to Barnard. Off the post. Wow, did he ever push that just enough right. Gerrard out to James to Muldoon. And he bounces it off Lentil and it goes out of bounds. Corner kick in. Gerrard. Knocked away. James runs it down for Dagenham and Redbridge. Knocked out of bounds. McDonald with the free kick. Hammond knocks up to Lentil, to Diaz, to Wendell. Bounces back and forth. Nadize over the top to Rivero. Got behind the line. Crosses into Skinner. Off the crossbar. Knocked away by Gerrard. Rivero should run that down, but he overruns it, and the highlight ends. It's absolute sitter we should have had. Nadize with the throw-in. Was that not a penalty? Oh, come on. Kramer had a pretty weak shot at the end there. Drasovic. Kramer to Lentil. Back to Drasovic. To Durante. Up to Diaz. To Skinner. To Wendell. Taps it out to Nadize. Crosses it in. Rivero to Skinner. And we score. Nice job. That was well done. Coming up on 60 minutes. We're going to take Kramer off and bring Jahani on. We take Lentil off, bring Collins on. And save our last sub. Collins with the free kick into the box, and Diaz scores? Okay. It's one of the drawbacks to 2D, especially if you don't know your players' numbers off the top of your head. That was well done. Coming up on 75 minutes. We haven't exactly come alive the second half. We've had 4 shots. But 2 of those have been goals. 4 minutes of extra time. Ward with a goal kick. Up to Nadize, to Durante, to Diaz. Up to Skinner, who taps it forward. Al-Jahani's there, but his shot is high and right. Bennett with the penalty kick. Knocked away. Dagenham and Redbridge with the, well, and that is the game. Okay. They had 16 shots, 6 on target, 1 clear-cut chance. We had 20 and 9 and 5 clear-cut chances. Is it mere, or did that game feel closer than it actually was? Well, we've got Hull coming up next, and the 4th round draw in between. So we will be back with that, and hopefully some more transfer news in just a bit. Well, we drew Derby County in the FA Cup 4th round. We are going to be playing at their place. The good news is we've not lost to them in the last 5 meetings. Yep, Luke Shaw still. Okay. Well, a couple of moves out. Elliot Broadhurst went to Partick Thistle for £56,000. Brought him in last year as cover for the defensive line. He played a few games, but he never really broke in. Partick Thistle came in with an offer for a guy, got on a free, you know, that's money in the bank. Phil Colwell did go to Derby County for £800,000, possibly going up to £975,000. Most of that is appearance fees, which should be pretty achievable. And then Tom Gardner went to Cardiff for £275,000. Today, we are playing Hull, who are currently 12th in the league, and oddly enough, they're favorites. I'm not quite sure why. But I've got the best 11 set, so we will be back with that game in just a bit. Today we are away at Hull, and they are also playing a 4-3-3. Dubai in goal, Crossfield, Fisher, Harvey, and Stilianu as the defensive back 4, Walters, Unas, and Barkley as the midfield 3, Davis, Adams, and Ennis up top as the strikers. For our 4-3-3, we have Ward in goal, Jurassic, Durante, Hammond, and Nadize as the defensive back 4, Diaz, Wilson, and Wendell as the midfield 3, Kramer, Skinner, and Rivero up top as the strikers. Now, we are moving left to right in the whites. So maybe moving Colwell and Gardner out at this point in time is a bit of a risk, but I've got faith that Nadize and Jurassic can step up. Crossfield to Unas, back to Crossfield. Davis on the left side of the box. Adams is there, back post. Nuts. Yeah, wasn't a lot Ward could do about that. Nadize with a throw in to Hammond. Back to Ward. Kicks up towards Skinner, but Harvey steps in front of it, sends it up to Ennis. Durante, Ward with a nice save. And it goes right back to Hull. Adams has it. Barkley back to Adams. Crosses it in. Ennis' shot is wide right. Ward with a goal kick. Ennis has the ball for Hull. Walters to Davis. Back to Adams, and his shot is wide left. Walters has the ball. Sends it up to Davis for Hull. Somehow, my instructions to Ward got turned off. Hammond with the penalty kick just outside the box and in. Wow, that was a rocket. Let's see this. Well done. Right over the wall into the upper left-hand corner. Coming up on a half hour. Unas with his own penalty kick to Adams. Feeds Walters. Past Warden for the score. They have one more tackles, and they've had a couple more shots. And that is about it. That may be all they need. Davis's passes. Aaron goes to Walters, gets knocked away, but Stylianou sends it to Adams. Knocked away further upfield. Kremer has it now. Centers it to Skinner. Pulls it up to Wendell. Back to Nadize, who sends a long pass towards Skinner. I don't know why. Barkley has the ball for Hull. Sends it up to Ennis. Now Adams has it. Stylianou sends it in to Davis. Son of a gun. Coming up on halftime, about 5 minutes. Let's see what happens here. The strikers are just not involved. Dubai with a goal kick up to Harvey. Back to Dubai. Diaz intercepts it, sends it up to Skinner, but he loses the ball. Stylianou has it now. To Unas. To Ennis in the center. To Davis. Over to Walters on the left. All the way out to Crossfield, who's alone on the left. He centers it in, but Hammond intercepts it. Wendell's. Oh, what the. Jeez. Granted, he's 18 years old, and he's done a decent job for us this season, but stupid crap like that. And Ward didn't do anything to stop it either. Jahani's going to come in for Skinner. Defo is going to come on for Durante. That is all three of our subs. Playing down to our opponent again. Defo up to Diaz. To Wilson. To Lentil. Out to Nadize on the right. He sends it in, but it's knocked away. Lentil to Kramer, and he scores. Let's get one more back, guys. Coming up on 80 minutes. From the stats, this is a pretty even game. They've had more clear-cut chances than we have, though. 7 minutes left. Guys. Last chance, maybe. Davies for Hull to Crossfield. Back to Davies. Sends it in. Defo knocks it away, but it goes to Crossfield. Up to Slattery, to Davies, to Adams. Ward with the save. Out to Drasovic, to Wilson, to Lentil. Long pass to Kremer. Crosses it in. Rivero's there. Off of Ward. Oh. Wow. What happened here? Lentil sends it over to Kremer, who crosses it in. Rivero's shot. Dubai blocks. Dubai blocks it again, but he can't block the third attempt. Oh, you can't blame him for that. Okay. Well, we salvaged a draw. Holy cow. That puts us in 4th spot. You know what? We will come back for Derby County QPR. It doesn't feel like we should be in 4th place. I know we've won a decent amount of games, but I don't know if I can explain it. It feels like we should be doing more somehow. We're still playing down to our opponents. I mean, Hull's a mid-table team, and if not for some 88th minute heroics after their keeper already made 2 brilliant saves, we would have lost that game. And we've had too many games like that. And the big fear now is, okay, we're in 4th place. If we keep winning and we get promoted, this is not a Premier League ready team. I don't know that we could do in the Premier League what we did our first year in the Championship, where we clawed our way out of the relegation zone and just stayed there. If we do get promoted, I can't imagine what our budgets would be like. They've been relatively small so far. I think, what, 2.8 million transfers are our best budget so far. We might get 8 to 12 our first year in the Premier League. A lot of it depends on the money too. It's 13 years in the future. I don't know what that's going to be like, but I don't know. We're winning, and that's a good thing. I just have an issue with how they're winning, which it's totally a me thing. I don't know. Hopefully some of the moves we made will galvanize some of the other team members. The game against Derby County is going to be crucial next. And we still got some quality opponents coming up. I think as long as we're winning and drawing more than we lose, we'll be fine. Of course, every team can say that. But I don't know. I keep waiting for the other shoe to drop, you know? If you liked what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer them as fast as I can. My name's FM18. I thank you for watching.